Fresh talks are underway between British ministers and union leaders in another attempt to resolve the strike action in multiple sectors. Now, earlier discussions failed to produce a breakthrough. The country has been mired in a tidal wave of strikes since last year, disrupting the lives of many residents. Ambulance crews, nurses, rail workers and many others have demanded higher pay to keep up with double-digit inflation. Unions have warned that strikes will continue to take place until their demands are met. Around 100,000 civil servants are set to strike on February the 1st. For more, Ollie Barrett joins us live from London. Ollie, previous talks between ministers and those union leaders, they've fallen through. How is this round of talks going to be any different? And could we see any breakthrough, perhaps, in settling on a pay deal?
Dawn, that picture looks very mixed at the moment, I think it's fair to say. We've started to hear from some of the various sides involved in these latest round of negotiations today. When it comes to some of those health discussions, the Department for Health says that the Secretary of State, Steve Barclay, has had, in its words, good and constructive talks with representatives from health unions. We are told by the Department for Health that Steve Barclay himself is keen to engage constructively with the unions, but from the side of the unions themselves, who represent people like junior doctors in the National Health Service, they say that nothing really concrete came out of these discussions, but they did say that Steve Barclay at least appeared to be listening to some of their concerns. But you mentioned that civil servant strike on February the 1st. Well, that very much looks set to go ahead. In terms of those discussions, the PCS union is saying that meetings today with the government were a total farce, and that means that strike, as it stands, 100,000 or so civil servants, is set to go ahead as planned. When it comes to transport, Downing Street today is saying that it does believe that a new offer has gone from the employers to rail workers who've been striking repeatedly in recent weeks. There is perhaps a bit more optimism that some of the industrial action in the transport sector can be solved more quickly than some of the other disputes. Certainly Downing Street today is saying via Rishi Sunak, the Prime Minister's official spokesman, that they want to continue to engage with the unions and make sure that these talks continue. But as yet, none of them have been really solved, actually, as a result of these discussions or previous rounds of talks.
All right, Ollie, thank you for that. Ollie Barrett there reporting live from London.